Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Setting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Pramanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 13, text 6 and 7, chapter entitled Nature, the Enjoyer and Consciousness. Mahabhutani ahankaro. Mahabhutani ahankaro. Buddhiravyaktam evacha. Buddhiravyaktam evacha. Indriyani dasaikam cha. Indriyani dasaikam cha. Panchendriya gocharam. Panchendriya gocharam. Iccha dvesa sukham dukkam. Iccha dvesa sukham dukkam. Sangha atas cetana driti. Sangha atas cetana driti. Etat setram samasena. Etat setram samasena. Savikaram udaritam. Savikaram udaritam. Mahabhutani ahankaro. Buddhiravyaktam evacha. Indriyani dasaikam cha. Panchendriya gocharam. Iccha dvesa sukham dukkam. Sangha ata cetana driti. Etat setram samasena. Savikaram udaritam.
Mahabhutani ahankaro. Buddhi aviyaktam evacha. Indriyani dasaikam cha. Pancha endriya gochara. Icha drasa sukham dukkam. Sangatas cetanaditi. Etat keshetram samasena. Savikram udahatam.
Mahabhutani ahankaro.
Mahabhutani ahankaro.
Buddhiravyaktam evacha.
Evacha.
Indriyani dasaikam cha.
Indriyani dasaikam cha.
Panchachandriya gochara.
Panchachandriya gochara.
Ichadvesa sukham dukkam.
Ishadesha sukham.
Sangatascetana driti.
Sangatas cetanaditi.
Etat kshetram samasena.
Etat keshetram samasena.
Savikaram udaritam.
Savikram udahatam. Mahabhutani ahankaro. Buddhiravyaktam evacha. Indriyani dasaikam cha. Panchachendriya gochara. Ichadesha sukham. Sangatas cetanaditi. Etat keshetram samasena. Savikram udaritam.
Mahabhutani the great elements, ahankara, false ego, buddhi, intelligence, avyaktam, the unmanifested, eva, certainly, cha, also, indriyani, the senses, dasahekam, 11, cha, also, pancha, 5, cha, also, indriya gochara, the object of the senses, Icha, desire, dvesa, hatred, sukham, happiness, dukkam, distress, sanghata, the aggregate, chetana, living symptoms, dhritti, conviction, etad, all these, setram, the field of activities, samasena, in summary, savikaram, with interaction, udaritam, exemplified. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the five great elements, false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses, and the mind, the 5 sense objects, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms and convictions, all these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interactions. Purport. From all the authoritative statements of the great sages, the Vedic hymns and the aphorism of the Vedanta Sutra, the components of this world can be understood as follows. First, there are earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are the 5 great elements, Mahabhuta. Then there is false ego, intelligence, and the unmanifested stage of the 3 modes of nature. Then there are 5 senses of acquiring knowledge, the eyes, the ears, nose, tongue, and skin. 5 working senses, voice, legs, hands, hands, and genitals. Then above the senses there is the mind, which is within and which can be called the senses within. Therefore, including the mind, there are 11 senses altogether. Then there are 5 objects of the senses, smell, taste, form, touch, and sound. Now the aggregate of these 24 elements is called the field of activities. If one makes an analytical study of these 24 subjects, then he can very well understand the field of activity. Then there are desire, hatred, happiness, and distress, which are interactions, representation of the 5 great elements in the gross body. The living symptoms represented by consciousness and conviction are the manifestation of the subtle body, mind, ego, and intelligence. These subtle elements are included within the field of activities. The 5 great elements are gross representation of the false ego, which in turn represents the primal stage of false ego, technically called the materialistic conception or tamasa buddhi. Intelligence is in ignorance. This further represents the unmanifested stage of the 3 modes of material nature. The unmanifested modes of material nature are called pradhana. One who desires to know the 24 elements in detail along with their interaction should study the philosophy in more detail. In Bhagavad Gita, a summary only is given. The body is the representation of all these factors and there are changes of the body which are 6 in number. The body is born, it grows, it stays, it produces byproducts, then it begins to decay, and at the last stage it vanishes. Therefore, the field is non-permanent material thing. However, the Kshetragya, the knower of the field, its proprietor, is different. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjano Salakaya Chaksuranmulitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sangrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Aripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vande Nantarbhuteswaryam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopyat Prasadat Shat Bhakti Sastra Pravartakam Mahabhutani Ahankara Buddhiravyaktam Evacha Indriyani Dasekam Cham Pancha Chendriya Gochara Ichadvesa Sukam Dukam Sangha Atas Chetana Driti Itasetram Samasena Savikaram Udharitam. The 5 great elements, false ego, intelligence, the unmanifested, the 10 senses and the mind, the 5 sense objects, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life symptoms and convictions. All these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interaction. So we are reading this important subject matter of the body, the field of activities, how the body is made by 24 elements, how the soul is stuck within this body, and according to the interaction of these elements, there are 23 elements are manifested elements. There are 1 element is unmanifested, that is the 3 modes of material nature. So when the elements in this body, the 24 elements are interacting within each other, then the result coming out, either it comes out positive or negative, happiness and distress, hatredness and desires are coming out due to the interaction of all these material elements within this body. So the material creation made possible by Karanadaksaya Vishnu is also known as the Mahavishnu. He lies on the causal ocean. He is the cause of the entire creation. So Mahavishnu is not different from Balaram himself. When the Lord wanted to make the creation, Krishna explained himself as a Balaram first. From him appears the Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudev. From there appears the first Mahavishnu. Is known as the Karnadakshaya Vishnu. He is the cause for the creation of the entire universe. By his breathing out from the pores of his body, millions of universes are appeared. And that millions of universes appeared in the seed form. It's like a seed. And it's known as Pradhana. Just like when we got a seed, we go and put the seed into the soil. Then slowly the seed grows into a tree and it becomes the branches, it becomes the leaves, it becomes the flower, it becomes the seed, it becomes the fruit. So like that, the first seed of this creation, just like Krishna says in the chapter 14, text 4, Sarvayonis Kaunteya Murtaya Sambhavantya Tasam Brahma Mahadyonir Aham Bija Pradapita, that is the seed-giving father of living entities in this world. So the creation is made possible by Mahavishnu, also known as Karnadakshaya Vishnu, by his breathing. When he's breathing out, there are millions of universes coming out from the pores of his body. And the universes coming in the seed form, which is known as Pradhana. And now the seed now transform into called the Mahatattva. There are first 16 material elements come out from the seed. That is the 5 is the 5 gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether. And another 5 elements are the knowledge acquiring senses, the ear, the eyes, the nose, and the tongue, and the skin. And there are 5 working senses, the leg, the anus, the genital, the ends, and the speech. And there is one thing is mind. So within this thing, the 16 elements is called Mahatattva, is the first elements coming up. It was from the seed, these 16 elements are sprouts. So you understand up to this point? So when the seeds come out from the breathing of the Lord, now the Lord glance into the seed. Now the jiva, the living entities, are impregnated into the seed. So now the 16 elements are there. The jiva is already within the 16 elements. Now the 16 elements now is expand more, like the as I said, like the tree, it spreads into many leaves and flowers and fruits and so on. So in this way, there are 24 elements appeared within from the seed. So these are the elements of the material body. And from this Mahatattva, now that transform into false ego. False ego means false identification. That we are thinking we are European, we are thinking we are Indian, we are thinking we are American. So in this way, the false ego appeared from the Mahatattva, from the material elements. The first thing come out the false ego. And this false ego got 3 kinds. There are false ego in the mode of goodness, there are false ego in the mode of passionate, there are false ego in the mode of ignorance. So now the understanding is that human body is considered to be the field of the activities. So this human body is made by 24 elements. Out of the 24 elements, 23 elements are already manifested. There are 1 element is not manifested, that is the 3 modes of material nature. So this body, material human body, is made by earth, water, fire, air, ether, 5 gross elements. Then another 5 elements are the knowledge acquiring senses, the ear, the eyes, nose, tongue, and skin. And there are 5 working senses. There are the leg, anus, genital, and the speech. There are 5 objects of the senses: the sound, the form, the smell, taste, and touch. There are already 20 elements here. And there are 3 subtle elements: is the mind, intelligence, and false ego. So our body is made by the 23 elements. And there is one element is not manifested, that's a modes of material nature. When we interact with different modes of material nature, then result comes out differently. Now we are seeing people acting in the different ways because they are interacting with the different modes of nature. Like Krishna explains in the 14th chapter, text 5, Sadvam Raja Stamayate Guna Prakartir Sambhava Nibbannani Mahabhavo Dehadehinam Avyayam. This material creation consists of 3 modes of material nature. When the jiva, the living entities, is nothing to do with anything here, with the modes of material nature. But when it comes in contact with the material world, then now he becomes conditioned to one of this material nature. Either he become conditioned to mode of goodness, or he become conditioned to mode of passionate, or he become conditioned to mode of ignorance. The condition of mode of goodness is that Tatra Sadvam Nirmaladva Prakasakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Bhatnanya Jnana Sangena Chanaga. In the chapter 14 text, Krishna explained the nature of mode of goodness is that it's very pure. Nirmalat means it's very pure. There is no sinful activities in the mode of goodness. And it's always, is conditioned to happiness and knowledge. Those on the mode of goodness, they always like to act on the base of the knowledge, and they're always very happy in their life. Rajora karmakam vidhi mohanam sarvadeyinam tanibannanti kaunteyam tanibannanti dehinam. Those who are in the mode of passionate, they are conditioned to a lot of anchoring, lot of desires they've got in their life. Tamastam ajnana jam vidhi. Then mohanam sarva dehinam pramadola nidralasya. That those who are in the mode of ignorance, they are conditioned to laziness, they are conditioned to madness, they are conditioned to ignorance. So in this way, the different modes of nature are already existing here. When we interact with different modes of nature, then the result comes out either in the mode of goodness, or passionate, or ignorant. Just like you are like a fire. The mode of goodness like a dry grass. The mode of passionate is like a wet grass. The mode of ignorance is like a water. So when you are like a fire, as a fire, when you fall into the dry grass, the fire becomes more bigger. When the fire falls into the wet grass, then only smoke comes out, no fire. When the fire falls into the water, then it perishes, no more fire there. So in this way, we are being a part and parcel of Krishna. Somewhere or other, we become conditioned to different modes of nature. And Krishna explained in the chapter 14, text 10, that Raja Samo Chabibhuya Sadvam Bhavati Bharata Raja Satvam Tamas Chaiva. Tamas Rajas Chayayaya. Krishna explained that these modes of nature are fluctuating all the time. They don't remain steady. Sometimes the mode of goodness become prominent. Sometimes the mode of passionate become more prominent than the mode of goodness. Sometimes the mode of ignorance defeats the mode of goodness, and mode of passionate, it becomes more prominent. So there is no steadiness in the life of a human being because they are conditions to the different modes of nature. Sometimes their emotion is very good, they behave very well. Sometimes their emotion is disturbed and they become angry and upset, and they react in a different way. In this way, the emotion of the human being are fluctuating all the time. But somewhere or other, soul is stuck into this 23 elements manifested, and one element is unmanifested. So we are stuck into the prison house, this body. So now what we are trying to do is that we are trying to come out from the prison of this material body, so that we can again go back to the spiritual world. We no need to go through into the fluctuation of life, no need to go through a miserable condition of life in this world. And for the soul to come out from the 24 elements, and Krishna explained the soul needs enlightenment, it needs knowledge to come out from the prison house. The material body is like a prison house. And for the soul to come out, it needs knowledge. So Krishna explained there are 20 things known as knowledge. Anything other than these 20 things, Krishna says, it is not known as a knowledge. So Krishna explains here from the 13th chapter, text 8 onward, Amanidvam Adam Vidvam Ahimsa Santir Arjavam Acharya Pasana Saucham Zairyamatma Vinigraha Indriyatesu Vairagyam Ahankara Ivacha. Krishna explains that there are 20 things known as knowledge. Number one is that humility. If you want the soul to be free from this body, if you want the soul to go back to Krishna, no more confined within this material body, then Krishna says you must practice 20 things in your life. Number one, we must have the humility in our life. Number two, we must become free from pride, pridelessness. Number three, we should become free from all kinds of violence in life. Number four, we should be tolerant. Number five, we should be very simple in life. Number six, we must accept a bona fide spiritual master. Number seven, we should keep our body and our soul clean inside and outside, very clean. Number eight, we should have a self-control of ourselves. Number nine, we should be very steady in our life. Number 10, we should become free from false ego. Number 11, we should give up the object of sense gratification. Number 12, we must understand the real problem of life is birth, old age, disease and death. Number 13, we should develop detachment from this world. Number 14, we should become free from the family entanglement. Number 15, we should be equiposed both pleasant and unpleasant moment of life. Number 16, we should practice unalloyed devotional service unto the Lord. Number 17, we should find a solitary place to practice Krishna consciousness. Number 18, we should keep away from the mass of the people who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. Number 19, we must know the importance of self-realization. And number 20, we should seek for the absolute truth. So these are the 20 things we should develop in ourselves in order for the soul to be free from the confinement of this body. So this body is made by 24 elements, and that 24 elements is nothing to do with the soul. It is just the soul is stuck into this body, and the soul now been conditioned to the different modes of material nature. And Krishna says for the soul to become free, number one, he must practice to be humble, humility. Number two, we must give up pride, that I'm very big, I know everything. Number 3, we must become free from violence. There are 3 kinds of violence there. There are violence in the mind, there are violence in the speech, there are violence in the body. When you are always thinking something bad in your mind, there is a violence in your mind. When you are talking, through your talk, you agitate other people. When you are talking lies, and when you are talking without giving respect to other people, when you are talking, agitating other people's mind, there is considered to be violence through your speech. And when you use your body to attack other people, whether you are punching, whether you are kicking them, whether you are killing them, you're raising your hand to beat other people, these are the violence in the body. So, in order for the soul to come out free from the body, that you also have to become free from these 3 kinds of violence. Violence in the mind, violence in the speech, violence in the body. You cannot do any violence here. No place. ISKCON Hare Krishna movement is not a place for any kinds of violence. It's meant to develop, revive your divine consciousness. We are not like a Muslim, you take a gun and go around and shoot anybody and everybody. We are not like a Christian, tell everybody you go to hell. We don't say any of these things. We try to give the love of Krishna for the betterment of the entire world. So for that reason, the devotees, even they don't want to kill and hunt in the world, understanding everything has been created by the Lord, and there's a purpose from behind of all this creation. So the devotees of the Lord, they wanted to love the Lord, and they also wanted to love every other people in the world. So to be a very good devotee, number 1, you must become very humble. Number 2, you must give up your pride, thinking that I know everything. Number 3, you give up violence of any kind. Number 4, you be tolerant. There are so many difficulties are there in life. So many tests and tribulations are there in life. So you tolerate all this difficulty. Number 5, you try to be simple in your life. Simple means whatever you have got in your life, be happy with what you have got. Simplicity doesn't mean you give up your car, you give up your house thinking it's all Maya. Not like that. Simplicity means whatever you have got in your life, whether you got a small bicycle, whether you got a small house, whether you don't have anything, whatever state of your life, you be happy, simple. Number 5. Number 6, you must look for a bona fide spiritual master so he can teach you and he can guide you. Number 7, that you must be also clean yourself inside and outside. You cannot keep something inside and talk different outside. You know, there are people pretend in different way. They tell you good morning, but they don't care about you. True or not? In Asian country, they only tell to people good morning if they know them. If they don't know them, they don't say good morning. Because when they say anything, they're very concerned about you, what they say. They don't simply say and don't wait for your answer and walk off. In the European world, Western world, they say good morning, but they don't even wait to see your reply. They just walk and go. It just become a ritual. They're not concerned about your welfare. It's just for the sake of telling, they're telling and going. That's all. It's a practice. But in reality is that you must be also understand that you're inside, what you think, that's what you must speak outside. Don't keep something inside and talk different outside. That's the cleanliness. And number 8 is that you must also have self-control. You must able to control yourself. And number 9, you must be very steady in your practice. Regulate your activities in Krishna consciousness. And number 10, that you must be able to give up the object of sense gratification. And number 11 is that you must become free from false ego, false identification, thinking that I am this, I am that, all those things, external, things, designation must be given up. And number 12, you must understand the real problem of life is birth, old age, disease and death, and how to overcome this problem. And number 13, you must develop the detachment in your life. So the detachment comes when you become attached to Krishna. It's not you have to go to forest to become detached. The moment you become attached to Krishna, that is the symptom that you are detached from the material world. And how to become attached to Krishna, whatever you do, whatever you see, whatever action you perform, all you do it in the name of Krishna. Just like Krishna says in the chapter 9:27, Yat karosi, yat asnasi, yat dujosi, yat athasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurusmavat arpanam. Whatever you give, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever austerity perform, all you do it as a arpanam, as a offering to Krishna. That is attachment. Very easy. Detachment is very easy. It's not very difficult. The moment you offer everything to Krishna, you say the name of Krishna and do everything, that is attachment. But the moment you think everything belongs to you, I am, this is my house, this is my car, this is my family, that is not very good. That is attachment to the material world. But the moment you say this is Krishna's family, this is Krishna's house, this is Krishna's car, this is Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna, that is the detachment. So the 13 quality for the soul to come out from this body free, you must be detached from this world. And the 14 is that you must also be free from the entanglement of the family life. And number 15 is that now you also must be even minded in pleasant and unpleasant things in life. There are pleasant and unpleasant things are happening in our life. There are good and bad things happening. So you should not be carried away by the emotion, by good and bad happening in your life. You must be equiposed. You should not become rejoicing when something is good happening. And you should not be also, lamenting when something bad is happening. When you don't react on anything, you remain as the same person all the time. So that is the 15th principle for the soul to come up from this confinement of this body. And the 16th process is that you must perform some unalloyed devotional service to Krishna. You perform some devotional service to Krishna. And the 17th is that you find a good environment, a solitary place, a place where the devotees are practicing Krishna consciousness. You find that place, and in the association of the devotees, you practice your devotional life. And the 18th principle is that the mass public, the public are not very interested in Krishna consciousness, so you give up that association of those who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And the 19th process is that you must know the importance of self-realization. And we've been talking about self-realization. The symptom is that your intelligence becomes purified, you're able to control your mind, you're able to give up the object of sense gratification. All the 17 qualities are there. And number 20 is that you search for the absolute truth. You look for Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So Prabhupada writes these, 20 qualities. Prabhupada translates the slokas. And Prabhupada, in the purport, Prabhupada writes that one thing, if you do good, all the 19 things you will attain very nice, very easily. Out of these 20 things, you no need to try separately to become humble. You no need to try separately to become prideless. You no need to try separately to become free from non-violence. Prabhupada says, if you can perform devotional service nicely, that one thing you do very nicely, and all other 19 qualities will follow you. So the devotional service has been given in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 23. Prahlad Maharaj have explained there are 9 processes of bhaktis. There's Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakti Matma Nivedanam. Then number 1 is that you must eager to sit and hear the subject matter of Krishna consciousness. Kirtanam, whatever you heard, now you speak back again. Number 2. And number 3, you remember what you have heard, what have you talked, all you always will remember. Only you can remember when you started to speak what you have heard. That is why Prabhupada created the preaching activities, so that when we practice to talk to people, preach to the people, and whatever we have heard, whatever we have learned, we can keep in our mind, we can remember all the time. So number 1 is hearing, number 2 is the speaking, number 3 is the remembering. Number 4, Pada Sevanam, now you serve the lotus feet of Krishna. And number 5, you do some worship puja for Krishna. Number 6, you do some glorification for Krishna. Number 7, you be a servant of Krishna. Number 8, you be a friend of Krishna. Number 9, you're ready to give your very self to Krishna. These are the 9 steps in the process of Bhakti Yoga. So Prabhupada says when you do this process very nicely, then you will imbibe the other 19 qualities, and then the soul is ready to come out from the confinement of the prison of this material body, then it goes back to the spiritual world. Is it very difficult? Only one thing you have to do nicely. What is that? Devotional service, that's all. You don't worry about all other things. The body is made by 24 elements. It's like a prison. The soul is stuck into that prison house, this body. And now the soul has to come out from this body. What the soul has to do now? It must have enlightenment knowledge. 20 things is known as knowledge. Out of that 20 things, one thing you do properly, all other 19 comes to you.
Question, must be pure devotional service or...
Yeah, Prabhupada said unalloyed devotional service. That means without expectation, constantly you're doing devotional service. In the chapter 14, text 26, Krishna says, Mam chayo vyabcharena bhakti yogena sevata sagunan samutitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. It is here, 14:26. Krishna says, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. So there are 3 things Krishna says. 1, full devotional service. Number 2, continue, unfailing. And number 3, he says, you will be coming out from the 3 modes of material nature. So you must perform unalloyed devotional service, sincerely. There is nothing big, there is nothing small in devotional life. It's not pujari work is more higher than the sweeper in the temple. It's not book distributors higher than the pujari. Everything is same in Krishna consciousness. Only different is that the mood, how you do the service. According to your mood, that will show whether it's big or small. If you are serving Krishna, conscious of Krishna, that is very high. But if you are doing service but you're not conscious of Krishna, that is not very high. So according to the modes in which motive you are doing your service, that is very important. So the motive will be only to give pleasure to Krishna. So that is very favorable devotional service. So it's very easy. Only one thing you do, how to do nice devotional service for Krishna. And Krishna is not expecting something big from you. No? Something for Krishna, there is no required anything from us. But Krishna likes you, he wants you, he loves you. In the same way, Krishna expects that you love him. So in a very loving mood, whatever you know, you do for Krishna. Somebody is good in cooking, they cook for Krishna. Somebody is good about doing some worship, let them do. Somebody is good in keeping the temple clean, do. So that is unalloyed devotional service. When you do it for the pleasure of Krishna, very nice, very easy, very simple. You don't need to try to compete other people who is doing something more better, more bigger. So your love for Krishna is very important. So there Krishna says in the chapter 4 text, 18, Karmani akarmaya paschat akarmani cha karmaya sabuddhiman manusyesu. That means Krishna said, when a person see, action in inaction, inaction in action, he is very intelligent devotee. That means what is deeper inside is very important. Not externally you are dressed as a devotee, but internally you are not acting like a devotee. Krishna says when you see internally what this person is very intelligent. Understand? Not externally carried away. Oh, I think, he sells a lot of books, he's a very pure devotee, not like that. Internally, what is thinking, that's very important. Like I take a knife, you take a knife. I take a knife, you take a knife, looks the same. But I take a knife to cut vegetable, but you take a knife to kill somebody. So the result will be different. So Krishna wants you to go more deeper, anything not external. Normally they say don't judge a book by its cover. The cover looks very nice, but what is inside, is more important than what is in the cover. Sometimes the cover looks very attractive, but you open, there is nothing much to read in the book. So Radha Krishna wants you to go more deeper inside, not externally for a show off. So that is why it's very important. You want to find a friend. How you find a friend? You wanted to find a good friend. True or not? So are you look at his body, the way he walks or the way he talks, very important, or the way he acts is more important? So the way you act is more important than the way you walk and then the way you look and everything. So you have to go more deeper inside. And your consciousness is Krishna consciousness, and Krishna is very happy for you. That is why Prabhupada says, when you become conscious of Krishna, I'm very happy for you. So anything else? So you understand today what happened? Can somebody summarize a little bit what been spoken today? What do you understand today? I'm asking him little bit. Your body is made of how many elements? How many elements your body is made of? 24 elements. And your soul is stuck into that 24 elements. So now how the soul have to become free from the body? How the soul can become free? he must have the knowledge, enlightenment. So how many things Krishna has said here to be the knowledge? How many practices? Yeah, one is that accept a spiritual master. So there are 20 things known as knowledge. Out of that, one is accepting a spiritual master. And what is another thing to do? 20 things knowledge. To be prideless. Okay, very good. And anything else? How many more? Eh, Be humble, very good. And anybody else? So today at least you remember whatever you can remember. Out of 20, we already said 3. Got another 17. Free from violence. Okay, number 4 already been said.
Body, mind violence, body violence.
Oh, that already said violence. That includes within the violence. So I've said 4. You have to be tolerant, very good. 5 been said. Number 6, humility already said. 5 already been said. Some more? Clean, inside and outside, very good. 6. Now got 14 more to go. Devotional service, okay, 13 more to go.
Out of sense gratification.
Yes, give up the object of sense gratification. Okay, 12 more to go.
Krishna and everything?
No,
No.
12 more.
Must be go out of pride.
Already been said. Already been said.
Not being envious.
No.
You have to give up the association with cows.
Yes, solidate replace. Find a place in the association of devotee practice. Okay, 11 more to go.
Without any expectation.
No. But actually you're closer to that thing. You're very close to, that practice. I talked about, that you don't say this is my house, this is my family, this is my car.
You have to give up your designations.
Detachment. Okay, you already passed 50% marks. Only got another 10 to go. 10 things more.
Offering everything to Krishna.
Offer everything to Krishna. So that is, I said that the detachment comes when you offer everything to Krishna. But 10 more practices.
You have to hear.
You have to?
You have to hear.
Shravana.
Shravanam was one of the part of devotional service.
Yeah, that is one of the part of devotional service. So that's already been said.
Give up false ego.
Give up false ego. Okay, you're very good. So 9 more to go. Now you're coming closer. 9 more.
Control the senses.
Control the senses.
Krishna.
Control the senses. That is, self-control. Yes. Now 8 more to go. One of that I said, you must know what is the real problem of life. Perception of. Out of 20 things, one is that. What is the real problem of life? What is the real problem? Birth, old age, death. Okay, that's very good. So 7 more to go. So when you come to practice Krishna consciousness, you must know one reason is that the real problem is the birth, old. So I must come out from this thing. So I need this knowledge. Okay, 7 more to go. Eh?
You need more hints.
Okay. Not to in,
Not be greedy.
no entanglement in the family life. You must do your duty towards your family as a husband. What to do for your wife, as a wife, do what to do for your husband. So no entanglement of the family. Now 6 months to go.
No talking without respect to others.
Hmm?
People. No talking without respect, we give up actually. Every time that respect by talking without, no talking without respect.
Or no talking without respect.
That's
If I would understand.
That's humility, right?
Yeah, let's go to humility. Then it become even-mindedness. In pleasant and unpleasant events. So you be same. Don't be carried away. Equipos, yes. So 5 more to go.
To see everyone equal, that like to see Krishna in a dog as well as in a
No, that is different. That is different.
Simplicity.
Simplicity. What is simplicity means? Be happy with what you have in your life. That's it. Okay, now 4 more to go. So out of 4, what is it?
surrender.
No. There you keep away from the public who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. Keep away from non-devotees. And 2 more. One is that then you must know the importance of self-realization. And the last one is that, what is the last one? We have come here for that reason. What is the last one? You look for Krishna, where's Krishna? And out of these 20 things, Krishna said, required for the soul to be out of this body, free from this body. And out of these 20 things, Prabhupada said, there is one thing, if you do properly, all other 90 things will come to you. What is that one thing? Devotional service. Unalloyed devotional service. Just for the pleasure of Krishna, you do your devotional service. And you're ready for go back to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is it difficult or easy?
Both easy and difficult.
No, it's easy, just like, the Mataji is making garland. It's easy, you just make the garland, that's it. But if you make the garland for some personal motive, then that is, is not unalloyed devotional service. You make the garland because Krishna likes it. That's it. So you no need to manipulate, no need to speculate, no need to manufacture anything in your service to Krishna. Do it for the sake of doing it. In the chapter 18 text, Krishna says, Itani apitu karmani sangam chakva palani cha kartavyani di me pata nishchitam matam uttam. Arjuna, you should do your duty without attachment, without expectation of the result, and do it for the matter of duty. That's it. Very easy. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Nitai Gaura Pramanande.